Pokemon's new upcoming set, Pitch Black, is causing a shakeup, and collectors don't look too happy, though there's actually
You know what? I should have worn my black shirt.
more to this set than meets the eye. Now, before I get into this set, I am gifting a subscriber this awesome Bulbasaur stamped promo from Mega Evolution. Now, if I do reply to your comment with this Bulbasaur emoji, then a huge congrats, this stamped promo is on its way to you. So if you are finding out about Pitch Black from this video, Pitch Black is the new Pokemon set releasing July 17th, and it is the 5th expansion from the current Mega Evolution era. And honestly, this era has all been connected to Pokemon Legends EA, and a lot of the artworks and everything is pretty much drawn from that video game. Though in this video, I want to uncover Pitch Black, and I really want to speak about the set and talk about the future potential as an investment, and of course go through the chase cards of the set as well. And I really actually want to unpack this set because I'm actually more excited for it than I thought I'd initially be. All right, let's get into it. Pitch Black. And yeah, man, I'm really surprised to see the reception this set has had. It hasn't been that friendly, right? It just, a lot of people have been a little bit disappointed with it, which I'm gonna actually walk you through. I have had a look, but I'm actually gonna be taking you through the cards, the illustration.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my Bulbasaur cards. I mean, like, seriously? No, thank you.
Rares, the set, and of course the special illustration rares, which are definitely the main thing that drives the set forward is the chase cards, and we'll be talking about that. Let's talk about the booster box of Pitch Black. So obviously with the Mega Evolution era, they all have that black kind of cover that's that real basic, though when you do open it, you can see it does look really unique how it looks. Now I have to say, there is a part of me when I look at these Mega Evolution era booster boxes, how they all have this same basic black cover. The black covers of Mega Evolution, they almost make each set blend one into another, and I've always wondered if this design choice is in a way a little bit to stop collectors holding sealed, as honestly it just doesn't look that good. There's nothing impressive to display.
Who gives a fuck?
Definitely know every time I get a Mega Evolution booster box, I'm literally whelmed. I just look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't really look that interesting, whether I want to display it or anything. It's very bare bones, and I do have a feeling maybe that also, you know, does that stop people from collecting sealed? In terms of the biggest or the most kind of desired Pokemon from this set, or what we can see in the booster packs, it is looking like Darkrai. Though Darkrai, obviously, that's kind of the front runner of the set, and we can also see that when we look at the Elite Trainer box. So here I'm on the ETB, and honestly, I'm looking both here at the Pokemon Center version and the regular, and this is pretty much the most similar ETBs I've seen for Pokemon Center.
You know what? If I'd have thought this correctly, if Darkrai would never had his head in the fucking middle of it, that shit would have been creepy. The box would have been much creepier if it would have been literally the eye itself rather than freaking Darkrai's head. I'm just being honest. What y'all think?
Versus just regular. The big reason a lot of people are complaining, oh, it's a Mega Darkrai set, though you have to realize this is all to do with the Mega Evolution era. Everything that you're seeing in this era is all related to Pokemon Legends EA and the DLC Mega Dimension. It all has to do, oh, well, this set actually has to do with the DLC, which of course included Hyperspace Luminoise, which was a really kind of cathartic, this dreamy, weird kind of hypnotic area that you play in the game, and that is all kind of reflected in the TCG. So I'm seeing a lot of like complaints of oh, it's Darkrai, who likes Darkrai, whether or not Darkrai is that popular as a Pokemon. But I mean, in Gen 4, Darkrai was a very loved Pokemon. It hasn't had much representation, to be fair. And another thing about it is that, yes, it is very much connected to the DLC. In terms of Darkrai's design and Mega Darkrai, I do feel, I don't know, to me, it's a bit of a strange design, to be honest. Like,
It's not a strange design, dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you. When you look at that fucking Darkrai, like the animation of just the dot, like going against it, bruh, that shit is creepy. I don't know what you thinking, but honestly, from what other people thought about this, this Darkrai is by far one of the creepiest fucking minds. Out of the Trevenant, this is literally one of the creepiest fucking Pokemon, like, by far.
Always found that, especially even when I saw it when I was playing the game, I was like, wow, I don't know if I'm like loving it, but it does look better in movement.
Yeah,
if that makes you feel any better. So when you're actually seeing it animated,
I couldn't I don't know what the fuck, man. You couldn't see that shit, bruh. That animation is so fucking weird.
I think the Mega Darkrai actually fits the vibe. When you look at it as a static image, maybe I get why people can complain, but it does look good in movement. Though I do want to talk about the illustration rares. So here I have Fomantis illustration rare. It's a really cool card for collectors who want it. But again, in terms of price points for these cards, these are the illustration rares. I think like a lot of them are going to be in the same price points that you've seen for previous sets. At the moment, from what I've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be a standout illustration. So moving to the Goldeen illustration rare, again,
that shit looked amazing.
again, really cool underwater artwork here. I do like this card in particular, especially if you do like, I know actually a few people love collecting water-themed binders or underwater-themed binders. That's going to be a really cool card for this set. In terms of price points though, I wouldn't expect anything insane for, like I said, a lot of these illustration rares. The illustration rares of this set are cool. In terms of it though, I do think they are already from what I'm seeing and from what I even saw from the set, definitely the illustration rares are a big bump from Perfect Order. Though Perfect Order does have the S-tier Clefairy illustration rare, which is phenomenal artwork. And
I'm sorry, but that Goldeen was definitely fucking good, like God tier. I'm just saying. It is literally like when you look at that card in particular, let me bring that card back up. Like when you look at that card in particular, it looks like literally the animation of fucking Pokemon back in the day. Like literally you're watching fucking Pokemon. This artwork is so fucking sick. I don't know how you think it's not, but bruh, this is one of my chase cards that I'm actually want to go after. Honestly, that's my opinion.
illustration rare, really
And this one too. Primarina, gotta get it.
cool. I mean, to be honest, the Gen 7 starters, the final stages get absolutely no love in the TCG. To me, it is insane that we haven't seen an Incineroar chase card when Incineroar is so dominant in the Pokemon competitive space. And even with Primarina or even Decidueye, we've got nothing from them. Like absolutely nothing. No kind of final chase cards with them. And I would really, really love to see that. In terms of Primarina as an illustration rare, yeah, cool. But honestly, this could have been an EX. This could have been an awesome special illustration rare as well.
Honestly, out of all the Pokemon, believe it or not, Primarina is actually more top tier than fucking Incineroar. Despite the fact Incineroar is pretty good in VGC, Primarina is top tier. That's my honest opinion. Whatever, if y'all disagree, let me know why. But that's honestly the facts. Just saying.
I think this would have even lifted the setup a little bit more because to me, Generation 7 starters are some of my favorites. Really love them. I think they did phenomenal on those. But definitely, no, this is a cool illustration rare and I really rate it. All-starter Pokemon, always good. If it was, like I said, a special illustration rare, would have been a bit of a different vibe though. The one illustration rare I am liking from Pitch Black is the Slowbro. Definitely looks pretty cool here as well. So that one may have a bit of a market for it, but like I said,
goated and funny.
none of the illustration rares from what I can see are going to be anything like we've seen. There's no illustration rare here that's looking on the likes of a Magikarp or a Groudon from Paradox Rift. We don't have any illustration rare in this set, from my opinion, that looks like that. And moving on to the Toucan.
I mean, that's your opinion, but you miss it. I don't know what you looking at, but what I see and a lot of other people see, yeah, it's fucking top tier.
An illustration rare.
Oh, love one of my favorite bird Pokemon, Toucan. Fucking definitely on my chase.
Again, this looks like a special illustration artwork. Toucan, again, would have been a really cool card to get as an SIR. And look, I actually, like, Generation 7 is one of my favorite gens. Really, really love it, man. Like, had so much fun with it. It's got that really cool vibe. So I think for Generation 7, we could have seen some, both Primarina and Toucan got the illustration rare treatment. Fair enough. I mean, I get it because from what we can see, the special illustration rares seem very much connected all to Pokemon Legends EA, and of course it seems that's the kind of way that they were handling their special illustration rares, all handled with the video game. Now, one card I actually do like is the Mega Excadrill, the Ultra Rare Full Art. This looks pretty sick, man. Like, I have to be honest with you, I actually really like it. First, when I saw
on my chase list
for this, before I actually just got, someone sent me the photos of the reveals and I just saw that. I actually thought this was an SIR for a second. I have noticed that these EX Full Arts have actually been given a big lift in the Mega Evolution era. Some of the EX Full Arts, man, I look at them and I'm like, even when I just pull them out of a pack, I'm like, is that SIR? Like, they've really given them a big bump up. And I have to admit, really, I actually really like that one as well. And
I think freaking Mega Heracross should have fucking definitely got an SIR. I was still pissed off when it didn't. it was definitely fucking a miss. That was a huge miss on their part.
One that's making a fair bit of love right now is the Sil Valley illustration rare. Yeah, cool artwork, man. I have to, it does remind me a little bit of Ethan's Typhlosion. Part of me does feel, again, really cool. Love the composition, man. That heroic kind of vibe that they went with this. Again, awesome illustration rare. But like I said, from what I can see from the illustrations so far from Pitch Black, none of them are crazy standouts. But in terms of the future for the set,
man, if you don't think that's a standout, you tripping. But Valley, honestly, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's pretty overrated as a Pokemon. But when I think about it, it's not really one of my chase cards.
I think what's really important is looking at the special illustration rares, because that's where I think this set actually has some hidden gems. Let's get the first one out of the way, the Mega Zeraora SIR. Now, Mega Zeraora in general, I feel, why has Zeraora gotten so much love in the TCG? Has anyone noticed that? Whether it's Crown Zenith or the amount of Zeraora artworks we have gotten in the TCG is insane. It is crazy to me that we've got another Zeraora card when we haven't had a Gyarados SIR.
But the Pokemon, okay, the Mega Zeraora, I'm just gonna be honest with you. When you're looking at that fucking card in particular, like, no, look, let me see if I can pull it up. When you look at this card in particular, all it is a color variance. Don't get me wrong, the card looks good, but it's just a color variance. It didn't even get a second typing. Honestly, when you look at this, and I know a lot of people would agree, this bitch could have gotten a dark type. It should have gotten a dark typing. Like, let's be honest.
We have gotten in the TCG is insane. It is crazy to me that we've got another Zeraora card when we haven't had a...
Should have been a dark type.
A Gyarados SIR or any Gyarados as a top chase card. Crazy, right? I mean, to me, it's like, wow, what is going on?
Because they're waiting.
There seems to be a bit of a push for Zeraora. In terms of this SIR, yeah, it's okay, but I have to admit, I would have preferred another Pokemon from, maybe a Mega Tatsuguri would have fit really good there. Something different from what we've seen, especially if...
That Mega Tatsuguri really does look fucking funny, though. But I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I think they summon this up for another fucking release like Ascended Heroes. What they're gonna do? They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna have Mega Gyarados as the front run.
If they're gonna make the connection from, I suppose from what I'm seeing from Pitch Black is they wanted to include a lot of Pokemon from the Mega Dimension DLC. I don't know. I think Zeraora has really been exhausted for my liking at this stage. Even though the artwork is great. And the artwork looks cool, and the artwork, if you pull it, you're going to be really happy. I do admit that, yeah, I do feel it's being drawn out a little bit. They're kind of like treating it like a Zard or something like that at the moment. Moving on to the Mega Chandelure, and again, pretty cool as SIR here. In terms of this, I don't think it's going to be anything that too expensive, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. Chandelure Gen 5 Pokemon, whether or not they have such a big audience, it's going to be, from what I'm seeing from Pitch Black so far with the SIRs, it is very collector focused. And I do feel like they have kind of slowed down. Maybe Pokemon knows the 30th anniversary is going to be crazy hype, so they're trying to kind of let things calm down a little bit, let people get their sets, get things out of their system before that. But in terms of this, nothing crazy about the Mega Chandelure SIR.
Still my chase, though. I'm just being honest. It's my chase. It really does look fucking good. In my honest opinion, it doesn't look as how should I say? It could have improved a little bit, but honestly, from like personally, I think, well, how should I say this? All the Mega Evolutions are my chase cards, hands down. No, all jokes aside, Mega Evolutions is everything I'm chasing for. So with that being said, as far as this Pokemon in particular, it should have been in the freaking, like, how should I say? It should have been in a Haunted Mansion or something with a sick background. But I'm still going for it.
So there is two special illustration rares in particular that I want to talk about Pitch Black that I do think elevate it a lot as a set. Right here, I've got the Morpeko special illustration rare.
That shit looks so funny. I saw this thing twice, bruh. This fucking Morpeko is definitely goated. I think it fucking matches it very much completely. I think this work of art is completely insane. Definitely gonna be on my chase.
And honestly, this is a pretty sick card, man. I have to be honest. This fits that kind of gothic graffiti vibe, or what they were kind of going for with Pitch Black, having that kind of dark, edgy feel. This really fits it. It fits the set well. Really like this, and I do imagine this Morpeko. I personally think there is a chance for this card to be pretty desired, man. I don't know, something about it.
Yes,
It's
it
unique.
is.
It's different. Colors work really well, and I do imagine, I can just see those blacks, those pinks, they're gonna look incredible on an artwork. I really
agree.
think that this one, in particular, is one I'm gonna be looking out for. There is a few cards that could be outlier cards, and in terms of that, I actually really think that the Morpeko is one to look out for, and I think they did phenomenal on it, to be honest, and I think it has lifted up the set a fair bit. Though the big chase of the set that I want to talk about is the Mega Darkrai Special.
Bruh, don't you disrespect it. Just say, please don't disrespect this.
Illustration rare, which was illustrated by Akira Agawa. And honestly, this is looking really, really cool, man. This is where Akira Agawa, she just knows how to work with these kind of divine-esque environments. If you look at Crown Zenith, she illustrated every gold V-Star from Crown Zenith. She has an incredible ability to draw in that power from her artworks. This is just a pure example of how well she does these themes in those dark, kind of cave-like environments. That's where I feel that no other illustrator can play in her field.
That makes it, I swear, when you pull cards like this, man, it makes a guy want to have a cardgasm. If y'all don't know right now what that means.
Gengar, like, why they got Gengar on there if they ain't got no super illustration for Gengar?
Oh my fucking god!
Stand.
And how are we gonna give you back your left?
Now y'all know.
When Akira Agawa is working in those environments, excels, man. Like absolutely phenomenal. This special illustration rate is looking really good. Now, in terms of this, I think this SIR has lifted Pitch Black up enormously. The reason for that, a lot of people go, oh, Phantasmal Flames. To me, and I've always said it, Phantasmal Flames without the Charizard is pretty much on the same level, if not even a little bit below Perfect Order. I don't find Phantasmal Flames that much of an incredible set without the Charizard, okay? I've always said that. The Charizard pulls it out. Pitch Black is getting very, very much.
Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. I might be wrong what he said.
Did Pitch Black up enormously. The reason for that, a lot of people go, oh, Phantasmal Flames. To me, and I've always said it, Phantasmal Flames without the Charizard is pretty much on the same level, if not even a little bit below Perfect Order. I don't find Phantasmal Flames that much of an incredible set without the Charizard, okay?
I'm gonna have to talk to Hicks about this and see his opinion. I wish he was here to fucking voice this, but maybe he's right. Maybe. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, the fucking Mega Lopunny and the Mega Sharpedo was sick, but honestly, I still would have fucking tried to go for both of them. But I don't think he's wrong.
I've always said that. The Charizard pulls it out. Pitch Black is getting very, very much pulled out with this Mega Darkrai. It is absolutely, it's really, really good. And what's interesting is I feel like Perfect Order didn't have a chase like this to pull it up a little bit. Perfect Order has the Meowth, which kind of is like similar to that Morpeko. I'll kind of look at that like, oh, that's what Perfect Order feels like it was missing. It feels like it just misses a chase like this. And yeah, I do think that, in all honesty, this is going to be a very desired card, and especially as Akira Agawa has a massive fan base as well.
Well, the thing about it is Perfect Order is still underrated in my opinion. Mega Zygarde was really not a highly sought fucking Pokemon. Like, Zygarde was definitely not a highly sought Pokemon, especially when it came to competitive wise. But the card still looks good. I think people really underestimate Perfect Order. And hey, it's fair. Let them go ahead and underestimate it. I'm just going to continue to try to chase it.
Yeah, like some of my favorite cards in the TCG are Crown Zenith's V.
Oh, don't forget, that fucking Mega Starmie was peak. That Mega Star Me card is peak.
Star, the gold cards, and this is just like a perfect complement to those cards as well. And another one to look at is the Gwyn Special Illustration Rare. Again, this one in terms of SIR for trainer cards, I think there's like Alicia's Appeal from Surging Sparks I prefer, but yeah, cool. If you did play the games, you'll know she's a very prominent character in the game as well. So yeah, it's cool that she's getting some sort of like love in the TCG. And of course, for the Mega Hyper Rare, it is Mega Darkrai as well. And yeah, man, like I've now seen these live and how good they look. So I'm actually going to imagine that this will be definitely a very, very in-demand chase card as well. So
let me be honest with you, and I'm just going to be straight up with this card. The reason why it's not a highly sought chase card is because it doesn't have the aesthetic artwork like the fucking SIR. And I'm just being honest. Every gold card looks the same. It's just a different Pokemon posed in just a regular position. The fucking artwork within the SIRs are the huge and much better chase cards than the fucking gold cards. The gold cards, the Mega Hyper Rares, is decent. It's decent, but it's not a huge chase as people think it is. I mean, it does look good. Don't get me wrong. And honestly, the only gold card that's the huge chase is the Mega Charizard Y, because Mega Charizard Y don't have an SIR. That's the biggest chase card. Other than that, if I had to pick my top 3, it would probably be Mega Lucario, Mega Greninja, and this one. Being honest.
This will be definitely a very, very in-demand chase card as well. So we're going to have to see. But for me, Pitch Black, I'm looking at that set and I actually have a very, very good feeling that this set will be unique. Reason being is I feel like a lot of collectors will not like this set at the start. They're going to pan it off, but for some reason, I just have a feeling this is giving me some Lost Origin vibes, man. Like, it's got longevity because of that. Like I said, that Mega Darkrai SIR to me is really pulling this set up a lot. And I do think that's going to become one of the most well-known cards for the whole Mega Evolution era. Honestly, Pitch Black is a perfect representation of Pokemon Legends EA, and it's exactly a set that fits the game. Though if you are able to pre-order your set,
that animation still look insane.
That's where I think these sets are super worth it. And one of the most important aspects of collecting today is pre-ordering your sets. And the reason why it's so important is laid out in this video on screen here. In this video, I do explain how to collect in the current market and give the best advice on how to handle new sets. If you enjoyed this video, click that video on.
Honestly, I actually enjoyed the video, and shout out to him, but I honestly said we had some disagreements ahead, but I'm just gonna be straight up. Dude, this card set is technically, honestly, it's how should I say? It's not gonna be overrated, but definitely, you know, scalpers gonna try to get their hands on it. I hope people get it for the you know, at the MSRP price, like, honestly. And I just can't stand how scalpers be handling this shit. Bro, get a fucking life and go touch some grass for once. But when we come to having Pokemon cards, it's the fun of actually collecting the cards that you want. First time ever getting the Charizard I ever wanted came from Phantasmal Flames. I never had a fucking chase card. Matter of fact, I'd never gotten any one of my chase cards in my entire life. And honestly, the one I wasn't even chasing for was literally the one I didn't even expect to get, and that was the Mega Charizard. So my brother was pissed though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description to this video.